Welcome to T-Boys TV. We're back again with another Premier League predictions. Obviously, we do them separate. First thing I'd like to say, apologies that I am very late. Obviously, as you can see in the pinned comments, my laptop decided to do an update before, and sometimes it doesn't even let me control it and do them updates. So, yeah, sorry that it is a lot later than expected. But like I said, and like you can see, the laptop's there. I'm not going to keep saying it because it is pinned in the comments. So, yeah. We're going to go through some comments first of all. Obviously, I had a little bit of a discussion with Kenny in the chat. Big up Max. He says, big up T. Why has my thing gone to the... Kenny, what have you done to my thing, mate? Honestly, what have you done to my thing the other day? I like that one. Is it that one I use? I don't even know now. Oh, yeah, it's definitely that one. He's not doing that now anyway. I took him off it. Big up Chris. He says, evening, mate. Hope you're well. I'm all right, thanks. Hope you're well. Fozzie retiring. Yep. But yeah, let's get into this. It's not going to be an overly long stream. Obviously, there's a lot less, 3 less games than there usually is as well. Obviously, some games cancelled, some going ahead. But yeah, let's get into it. Big up everyone that liked before, by the way. We've got quite a lot of likes before a stream. Hopefully that'll help with the algorithm. It usually tends to. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first game, obviously, I put postponed on the thing. When I calculate and go to the table, they'll change back to 0-0. But obviously the game's postponed. You got one of the most pointless derbies, in my opinion, in Brighton versus Palace. Chelsea, Liverpool, obviously a little bit gutted about that one. And then Man United, Leeds. I did put postponed on Leeds, but it didn't want to go up there. So there you go. It's up there now. But yeah, the first game, you've got 2 games tomorrow night, hence why we're doing them on the Thursday. First one is Aston Villa versus Southampton. Villa, obviously in their last game, got that good point against Man City. Probably should have won the game with obviously how the game went. That Coutinho goal should have stood. But the thing with Villa, despite that, I'm not sure how they're doing this game. Southampton, I can really see Shea Adams getting a winner here. I don't know why. I've had a feeling all week. I thought about it a bit too much in that sense. Obviously, Chris don't have luck predicting Southampton to win. When they do, they lose, etc. So he's gone with a Southampton loss, which is understandable. I've gone the other way. I can see Shea Adams, former Birmingham player as well. I can see Southampton going here and getting a win. I really can. And I'm going to back them to win this. So I'm going to go for 2-1. A 2-1, despite that draw to Man City. Very good draw it was. And like I said, they should have won the game. That Coutinho goal should have stood, which we all know. But, I think Southampton will get an away win here. I really do. So, yeah, I'm going with a 2-1 for this game. I'm going to go through some comments. Chris said, just my usual self. As always, I'm looking forward to Canelo versus Golovkin. I think that's how he says his name. Trilogy at weekend. Men's boxing is blessed at the moment in every weight division. Quality matches everywhere. That is very true. I'm going to start doing boxing stuff on the channel. Obviously, I'll put a poll out. Make sure you do it if you haven't already. Even YouTube boxing, like I said, not a lot of people are interested in that. But then again, a lot of people are. And a lot of people ask me my thoughts, even, on boxing in general. So we're going to start doing that. And when Fury fights Joshua, me and my dad will be doing a preview together. Obviously, we've done one but that was a pre-recorded when Wilder fought Fury for the 3rd time. We'll be doing one for Joshua versus Fury, and that'll be a live stream. So yeah, make sure you tune into that one. Obviously, that'll probably be like a day before it, whenever it is. It could be 26th of November or the 3rd of December it is, but obviously it'll be the day before whatever date it is. I've just gone for home advantage. Yeah, fair enough. I think I read that, but yeah. 1-1 Villa Southampton. Not a bad shout, Ravi. Big up yourself as well. And, brother T always keeping it fresh, like Calvin Klein. Jesus. I was tempted to go Southampton can go either way. Yeah, fair enough. Obviously, understand why you don't go Southampton with the luck that you have. When you go for them, which is no luck. Moving on to the next game, the other 8 p.m. game in the UK tomorrow. Two teams that went up from the Championship. Fulham done the double over them last season. They won very emphatically at Forest as well. So, yeah, this one's going to be an interesting one. Fulham, no, I was looking earlier. I think Forest was still the favourites. But I know a lot of people that have gone with Fulham for this game. How do I see this one going? It's going to be a very interesting game. Forest obviously need to bounce back after that, bit of a shit show defensively. Let's be honest now against Bournemouth, especially on that third goal. And Fulham, still doing very well. Very good start for them. Their away record isn't too great though. That's what I will say. It's not too bad, but it's not too great. How do I see this one going? I do see it being a very, goal-scoring game here, if I'm being honest. I've gone with a draw for this game. I'm going to go with a 2-2. Well, I've gone with a 2-2, sorry. I reckon it'll be goals, but I don't reckon any team will be able to cancel each other out. And I don't know if there's choices on the games tomorrow out of them two, or ones on TV, but I'm going to watch the Forest Fulham one, that's for sure. Won't be doing a watch along or anything, but I will be watching that one if it's an option out of the two. If it's the Villa one, I'll watch that, but I do think Forest Fulham will be the better game. Let me know if you agree with that. But yeah, obviously the next game is Wolves versus Man City. Obviously, like I said, 3 games called off. And obviously Brighton Palace, one of the most irrelevant derbies for me. That game is called off. But before I do that, I'll go into some comments. Villa game is on Sky Sports. I'll probably just watch that then, to be fair. Chris also says, yeah, you should definitely do more boxing content. You know your stuff and don't talk BS saying AJ needs a new team and he's concussed. No, I definitely will, mate. Big up yourself for that as well. Nottingham Forest 1-1. Yeah, you both reckon a 1-1. Fair enough. We've all gone with a draw then. Wolves versus Manchester City. Manchester City, I remember last season, won 5-1 there. Won very emphatically there. Wolves, obviously in their last game, they did get a win. A Podence goal, finally got a win. Bit of a scrappy goal, I thought, but they'll take it. This is the 12:30 kickoff in the UK. Manchester City obviously got that 2-1 win against Dortmund during the week, 1-0 down and brought it back. Obviously, I said 2-1 in my Champions League predictions, so I've got that game right. I do see this being a very close game. A lot of people think it will be one-sided. I do think Wolves will make it tough. I do. And, not necessarily because I think he can threaten Man City. Well, he can threaten Man City, but not that I think he's like a top striker. But obviously the new signing, Diego Costa, I think he's going to, on his debut, I think he's going to, make it tough for Man City, when Wolves are going forward. Obviously, they've got Neto and that on the wings. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy. It's at Wolves as well. It's early kickoff. Sometimes they can be sticky games. I don't know the last game Man City played early kickoff. But, I look at what Liverpool have done. Obviously, I know right now the two teams are different. But, like even Liverpool sometimes struggle in 12:30 games. You've seen it a lot recently. So, I don't see this one being an easy game for Man City. I really don't, especially after Wolves getting that win against, whoever, I can't remember who it was. But, I just don't think it'll be easy. I'm going to go over 2-1. I do think City will win it, but I just don't think it'll be easy. I might, depending if I go to the Luton game, I'll find out tomorrow, hopefully. I might do a watch along if I'm not going to the Luton game to this game. But it's not for definite. But the next game, which is the only 3:00 game, which is just weird to say on a Saturday in the Premier League, is Newcastle versus Bournemouth. I remember Newcastle's game against Palace. I said, I thought that'd be a comfortable win with it being at St James's Park, even though Palace are a good side. I just thought that crowd. And obviously that didn't happen. They should have won though. They should have got that goal. That goal should have stood in that game. How do I see this one going against Bournemouth, who, since Scott Parker's left, they've not actually lost yet. They drew to Wolves, which Wolves weren't really at their shooting boots, though, I would say. I don't really think Bournemouth were overly great. They were just, the Wolves couldn't really finish from what I saw in that game. And then obviously, you have to give them credit. Brilliant comeback against Nottingham Forest away, which, as we know, is not an easy place to go. How do I see this one going? I do see Newcastle winning this one, though. I do see them winning this with the home advantage. I do think it'll work out this time. And like I said, it weren't like they were poor the last time I said that and they didn't win. They were unlucky. Should have won the game with that decision was messed up. So for this one, I'm gonna go 2-0. I think they clean sheet them. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for that. I'll go through your comments. I'm just gonna try and get something up on my screen as well, because I forgot to do that. Chris says 3-0 to City. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I said 4-0 City. Dortmund, as I call Dortmund, the Bundesliga bridesmaids, and their defence is all. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I understand why you say that. I got Eubank. I got tickets, for Eubank Junior versus Ben. I'm going. Yeah, I saw you put that on your Instagram. That'd be a good fight to go to. Chris has gone 3-0, so he reckons Newcastle will get a clean sheet as well. One more goal than me. Isaac and St. Maximin to run riot. Not a bad shout, mate. Not a bad shout. I could see that. Not going to lie. And then big up Blue Terrier. He says, big up Tyler. Big up yourself, mate. Big up yourself. Hope you're well. But yeah, let me just do what I wanted to do on here quick. Just see if it's going to work. But yeah, like I said, apologies that we're super duper late. It's just my flipping thing wanted to start playing up. Schofield's gone. Yeah, I saw that. The way I found that out was Brad when he done that stream. I was on my way to Luton. I saw he was doing a live stream, and it said that he left. Did he leave or did he get sacked? That's what I want to know. I haven't really looked into it. Looks like Wagner's coming back. Yeah, I saw he was a heavy rumour. And who was the other one I saw? Carrick. But yeah, I saw them two as the main ones sacked. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. It's only right, innit? The position you lot are in. I know you lost quite a lot of good players, but still, some of the game, the way you were losing some of them was a joke as well. Especially like Preston at home and that. I know it's the cup, but still, not even that I disrespect the League Cup. It's just, I'm saying that in the way you rotate. But I don't know if you did rotate. I don't pay attention like that. Hopefully he decided to appoint Schofield in first place. Yeah, true. Wagner be the right choice. Yeah, I think it'll do all right for them. I do. But the next game, the 5:30 game, if I don't go Luton, I'm going to watch this with my mate. Not do a watch along or anything, but just watch it with him. He's a Tottenham fan. Tottenham and Wickham, actually. He's been on the channel before, but it was quite a while ago. Lot for the England games, really, when we was playing them qualifying games, I think it was. But anyway, Tottenham versus Leicester. How do I see this one going? Leicester, I'll start off with Leicester, even though they're the away side. Obviously, very poor form. 5-2 in their last game, which obviously to Brighton, good Brighton team, but still, conceding 5's pretty shocking, of course. I thought the midfield was all over the place. I thought Maddison was pretty poor in that game. I think attacking-wise, they were all right. And I think it was a good decision by Brendan Rodgers to drop Vardy and play Daka and Iheanacho because they were all right, I felt. But yeah, other than that, they weren't so great. The goalkeeper's dodgy. I'm very surprised that, they want to keep him, as number one choice, for the season. I'm surprised they've done that. They might change it up in January, but as for now, they didn't do anything in the window with the goalkeeper, and that's one of the main positions I'm surprised about. Done well to keep hold of Maddison and Tielemans, but yeah, so far Maddison's not playing so great. I don't think Tielemans has been too bad. I think he was all right against Brighton, Tielemans. That ball we played to Daka for the goal was good. But, Maddison, the amount of times he gives the ball away in that game was a joke, to be quite honest. Yeah, especially, how good his passing usually is. Taking on a Tottenham side who did lose. I think, is that Tottenham's first defeat of the season in the Champions League? 2-0 to Sporting. I think they conceded 2 late goals. I didn't watch the game. I couldn't watch it. It didn't let me watch it. Said it was on BT Sport 4, but it wasn't. They were showing rugby. So I watched the Inter Milan game instead. So I haven't seen anything. I know they've definitely conceded 1 goal late. But as for this one, Tottenham at home, do I think they'll bounce back? Do I think Leicester will keep up this poor form? Yeah, I do think Tottenham will win this one. I think it will be a close game though. I'm a lot of you might be surprised with this, but I'm going with a 1-0. I don't think Tottenham are gonna, after that midweek, I think they might be feeling it a little bit, but I think they bounce back here, and I think Leicester will actually play all right, but Tottenham will just take their chance. I think it'll be like one of them games, to be honest with you. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's go through some more comments. Don't talk to me about the Preston game. Don't worry, mate. We lost to Newport. We don't like going to round 2 of the League Cup. Paul, I'm not sure who that is. I'm not going to lie. Tottenham 2-0. Fair enough, mate. Spurs should thrash these, but Conte teams don't tend to score many. Yeah, that's the thing as well. That's the thing. I mean, they did do it against Southampton first game of the season, but other than that, they haven't really, they've won ugly, which, you can't really complain about. You're getting 3 points at the end of the day, but other than that Southampton game, they haven't really destroyed anyone, have they? That I can think of. Spurs 1-1 draw. Interesting. Ravi so far has gone with a lot of 1-1 draws this weekend. Fair enough, mate. Moving on to the next game, Brentford versus Arsenal. I am surprised this game's on because they are saying about, obviously, the Queen's funeral and that. They're saying, London teams, a lot of the games won't go ahead. Both these teams are in London. I don't really understand this one. If anyone knows why it's still going on, let me know. Obviously, this is the 12. Is it a 12 o'clock game? Yeah, 12 o'clock game on the Sunday. I think it's going to be a really good game. Like I said earlier, 12 o'clock games, they do tend to be a bit cagey / half 12, but I think this one's going to be really good. Shout out to Ivan Toney as well. I was going to do a video to the England, thing. Let me know if you'd want to see it. I might do it, I might not. But yeah, let me know now. Brentford, as I was saying, actually, shout out to Ivan Toney getting the call up, fully deserved. I'll big this guy up. I honestly think he can get to a world-class level. I'll put that out there. Some people agree, some people don't. At the end of the day, we all got our opinions, but I don't usually say madness like that of players unless I generally believe it. My dad never used to really like the guy, and now he's starting to go, whoa, actually, this guy's good. He's a bit cocky, but he can back it up. And he's fully deserved his call. Even, I looked at the post on Sky Sports, and everybody was bigging him up. Everybody, whatever team you support. I saw Sunderland fans bigging him up. Whoever you support, you've got to say he's deserved his call up because he 100% has. And I honestly think he should be the backup striker in the World Cup. I'll stick by that. But yeah, taking on Arsenal, who obviously took their first defeat to Manchester United, which I did expect. Obviously, I said it 2-1. It ended up being 3-1. How do I see this one going? I think it's going to be really good game, like I said. Arsenal are obviously still top of the league despite that result against Manchester United, top by a point. But Brentford are a very good side at home. And, I think Ivan Toney will be even more motivated because obviously he's got called out. He's going to want to keep playing well now. Arsenal, it's difficult because it's interesting because I can't really judge today as well because they didn't even play today. That game got called off as well. I'd have a bit more of an analysis after watching today, but I think Brentford can get a result here. They got a result last season against them, 2-0 start of the season. I don't think they'll win this one, but I think it'll be a very good game. This is another game where I've gone with a full goal thriller. I've gone with a 2-2 in this game. Let's go through some more comments. It's mad to have Arsenal on, but cancel Liverpool, Chelsea, London. Yeah, I don't understand it. If one London game's cancelled, all the others should be, surely. It doesn't make sense to me, mate. 2-1 Brentford, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Chris also says, well-deserved call for likes of Tony, Abraham, etc. Yeah. Tony, my dream ideal striker. He has pace, strength, height, heading, and clinicalness. Yeah, exactly. He's a brilliant player. his hold-up plays, brilliant as well. And that links into what you said there with strength. But yeah, that's that. And then obviously the two flags, the last game, the two flags I've got behind me. Obviously, I've got the blue and white stripe flag. I'm not going to lie, I was looking at all the fixtures, and obviously, I like to have the backgrounds, and I was thinking, what two teams do I have big flags of? Because a lot of these that are playing each other, I've got a flag and a scarf. Closest other one was Brentford Arsenal, but it's like a small Brentford flag. And obviously, these two teams have got big flags. So, yeah, Everton versus West Ham, 4:15, not 4:15, sorry, 2:15 kickoff in the UK. How do I see this one going? West Ham in recent years have tended to go to Everton and get a 1-0 win loads of times. I'll start off with Everton though. They're still looking a bit shaky. Obviously, that draw against Liverpool was a very good result. And they did deserve something out of that game, we have to be honest. Pickford was on fire. He's injured now at the moment though. I don't actually know who their backup goalkeeper is. I can't even remember. Taking on the West Ham side, who, I don't know, what did they just do? Obviously, they played today. I haven't even looked at their result. I know, no disrespect to the team, I don't know who it was. They narrowly beat them 3-2. Oh, mad. They went 1-0 down, it was 1-1, then they went 3-1 up. And then, okay, interesting. Fair enough. West Ham obviously had a result like that then. And obviously in the league, I can't even remember their last league game. But they started picking up a bit of form. That's what I do know. Obviously, they did beat Villa away. I remember that. I just can't remember their last actual game. Everton, for me, they're still not looking too great. Despite that, draw against Liverpool. When I say they deserved the draw, it's because I felt they defended well. Going forward, a few times they're all right, but, I'd say they deserved it because they dug deep. It weren't necessarily because they were causing a lot of threats. They was, but just not, a lot. How do I see this one going? Like I said, West Ham win there a lot, 1-0 in recent years, and I think they'll do it again. So, yeah, I've gone with another 1-0 to West Ham. So, yeah, they are all my predictions. So, they are my predictions done. So, yeah, obviously we'll go through them again. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 2, Nottingham Forest 2, Fulham 2, Wolves 1, Manchester City 2, Newcastle United 2, Bournemouth 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leicester City none. I don't know, I just tried to make that rhyme. No, why did I do that? Brentford 2, Arsenal 2, Everton 0, West Ham United 1. So, yeah, they are my predictions. Let's calculate it. Like I said, the postponed games will go to 0-0, so just ignore that. Hold up that. Oh, no, they still give points, I think, for the Liverpool and that, actually, don't they? Hold on. Who reset it? Yeah, they do. That's annoying. Okay, well, we'll ignore the table for this week then, but Man City would go top. That's what I do know. Tottenham would go second. And all of that. So, yeah, they are my predictions for this weekend. But, yeah, I'll get into your comments. Chris has gone 1-0 Everton. Fair enough. He's gone 1-0 the other way. He says, I need toilet paper. Not to worry. I'll use Everton flag. I think Arsenal and West Ham will struggle playing Thursday, Sunday. Yeah. When it proper starts kicking in, I agree with that. Especially with the lack of midfielder options Arsenal have got at the moment anyway. And yeah, West Ham, the problem they had last year is they didn't really do much with their squad depth. They've done a little bit more, but I still think they will struggle when it's like that, 100%. Arsenal and West Ham don't have good squad depth, in my opinion. For me, they both improved their squad depth, but narrowly, not an awful lot. That's what I will say. Thoughts on this new Champions League format? I need to look into it a little bit more, but I don't know. It just seems a bit crap to me. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, people, they are my predictions done for game week 8 of the Premier League. So yeah, like I said, not an awful long stream, but yeah, there is that done. So yeah, big up everyone that tuned in. And if you're watching on playback, feel free to put your score predictions in as well, and all of that. Chris says, I think West Ham should go all out to win Europa Conference League. Confidence League. Did you actually mean to put that conference? No, you probably did. I don't see them being in top 6 again, in my opinion. Fair enough. I agree that they should definitely go all out. It's European trophy at the end of the day, you know. No to Jude Bellingham for me. Yeah, you're not usually on that, are you? Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. But yeah, that is the end of the stream. I'll be back again tomorrow with the Hatter Show. So yeah, feel free to tune into that. I'm going to hopefully do that around about 6. My laptop's updated now, unless it needs to do some mad update again. I will not be that late. But like I said, apologies, I am. You can probably tell my voice, I'm quite shattered as well. It was annoying me because it just weren't loading, and it was just jarring, to be honest with you. But yeah, before I go, actually, I don't know if I will do it. No, I'll leave it, actually. I was going to say I might do a reaction to the England call-ups, but I'll probably just leave it, to be fair. But yeah, big up Ravi. Says, big up rolling tonight, yo. Big up everyone that's tuned in. Big up Chris. Big up Ravi. They've been talking the whole time. Blue Terrier. Like I said, big up everyone that watches back on playback as well. We ended up on 14 likes, sorry. So big up yourselves. And yeah, like I said, not a lot of people will go up. Watch again, sorry. I don't know why I said go up. A lot of people will look back at it. So big up yourselves that do that. Don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new with the notification bell. It'd be much appreciated. Share the channel as well. Check out T-Boys TV Extra. Link to that is in the description. Hanno has been taken over at the moment, uploading some clips and that sort of thing. So check them out if you haven't already. Big up yourself for doing that as well. It's much appreciated. And yeah, like I said, I'll be back again with the Hatter Show tomorrow. If you want to follow me across any of my socials, link to them are also in the description. Chris says, take care, mate, and yourself. But until next time, people, which is tomorrow, stay safe, take care, big up yourselves, have a good rest of your evening. Peace.